Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, today we're going to be doing the review of this fella right here, the mionix castor gaming mouse. I had to apologize. My Logitech webcam software is not working, unfortunately. I need to get I've been trying to fix it for the last week because I wanted to review this product so badly. But then again, there's really nothing I can't do about it. It's made that time is to buy a new webcam, because the drivers of this is so useless. Even that right now, as you see, it's running nice and smooth with no problem. When I open up the Logitech software, it just starts going like this. Like my hand is having like a attack or something. But anyway, let's get right to the point. So mionix castor. Now let's take a good second over here what we're talking about. One thing I love the packaging already. It is simple. I don't like it that already out of the package it's like RGB, simple as it is, ready to go. One thing I really do love a lot right there, it says all about the craftsmanship, which is awesome. And then like, even though yes, the Aurora lighting features or multiple lighting features, it's at the bottom of the features list. But they more show you is a right-handed ergonomic design and also zero acceleration, which is a optical sensor, which is awesome. Now let's put the mouse on top of here. Now let's talk about quality. If I had to compare it to a car manufacturer, really good one. When it comes to quality and build, I have to give this mouse the credit of a Rolls-Royce and a Bentley. Where it comes to quality, performance, like the sensor, like the engine, is like a really awesome sports car, like a really good Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, Porsche, BMW. Really good, awesome performance with the sensor. The sensor is a 3310 IR LED sensor, which is infrared. The increments, which is 50 increments, but the range of DPI you got from 50 to all the way to 10K DPI. Again, increments of 50. Of course, the color options you have, which is only two zones, which is the mionix logo and the scroll wheel itself. You got up to 16.8 millimeter color options, and also you got about 6 buttons in total. One thing also I love about this mouse is that how amazing the rubberized finish is. You got up to 4 layers of rubberized coating they did with this mouse, and it's not the only mouse that mionix does this. Let's also talk about the nails and the aviator, and now this one, the castor. So again, 6 buttons in total. You can program it as all you want, as you can go crazy. You got up to 5 profiles, which is also awesome. And 2, it comes with a software, which is a little bit questionable, but I'm only going to share one point because I only have problems with the software. But overall, the quality build, it is amazing. Now let's talk about the switches that the left click and right click uses armor on switches, which is awesome. So that means it's going to last you a long time. And I hope the quality is built up to it, because it looks like this mouse can build to last. But again, I have a little bit doubts, because the rubberized grip area for your thumb, this is not the first time we see this on a game mouse, which I remember was the SteelSeries Rival, that they went with this idea to use rubberized grips at where the side buttons, where you rest your thumb, and also where your pinky and your index finger rest. Now the problem is, once you start sweating and you're playing those long gaming sections, is moisture and sweat will build up to over here, and then also after a while it will start wear and tear, which another way you could probably maintain it. Now I'm not 100% quite sure it will work, but usually when you're done to clean it, or a little bit of water, just clean it really good and you're good to go. Also, The reason why I like about why I compared this quality wise is that when I move the mouse, the sensor doesn't rattle as forcefully compared to the other mouse, which is the G900 wireless mouse. Don't get me wrong, it is the king of wireless. Logitech, you still done an amazing job, even though I cannot wait to get the 403, the same. But enough with the yap yap. Let's continue talking about it. Again, the sensor doesn't rattle. It's an amazing mouse. Now, what this mouse is, if I had to compare it, well, it's going to be a little bit messed up. I'm going to say probably after this, you guys think I'm going to have to shrink the next morning. Now, this mouse, it kind of reminds me of the Nails and the Aviator. A bunch of high school sweethearts who are falling in love. They start dating, they start being serious, and they decide to start a family, and the child will be the castor. It has the look of the Aviator, but the familiar of the nails, where your pinky and your index finger rest. Which the nails, if you can look at it, it kind of reminds us of the SteelSeries Akari gaming mouse, which people love it. I never tried it, but I only tried once in Micro Center in New Jersey, and that's it. And that was the optical version, which is limited to 800 to 1600 DPI. Now let me continue even more about this mouse. I like this mouse a lot. I think mionix done a tremendous job from where they're coming from a small company in Sweden, that they engineer and design their mouses over there is amazing. That what a company like mionix can do to their products. I have nothing but respect for them, nothing but love for them, and depends on what type your size hand is. Like mine's is not a real big deal, which I can feel it there comfortably, and also very light, and I can easily pick it up with no problem, which is awesome. Now the thing I had to complain, which it took me a while. I thought it would be perfectly fine like this, and then felt right, so I decided to put my pinky finger and my index finger on top of it, and then no problems. I am good to go. Again, I love the design. They are right on the money with this one for maximum grip and maximum comfort, which that means we have those two. Oh, you're gonna be gaming for a while, and you're gonna be having fun. Now let's get right to the software. Now the problem is with the software that I have, which I will say that at the final thoughts. Okay, so right here you got the mionix castor software. Of course, it tells you your latest software. If you go to support, it will also tell you your latest software and firmware. And of course, you got support and also product registration, support and download. And also, amazing thing about the software, it will tell you the new firmware came out. It will alert you that your firmware is old, needs to update. You go to the website and install the latest firmware or drivers. But let's get right to it. So this is mouse settings. Right here, you got 6 programmable buttons, all you want. You got your polling weight to 125, 250, 500, 1000. And of course, your double click response, slow or fast. Scroll wheel on speed. And also you got your point acceleration, which is not enabled right now, but you want to use it, you got to click an enable button. And that's it, you're good to go. But everybody knows that acceleration sucks. And you use acceleration first-person shooters, you're going to go to hell. I'm joking. Okay, let's go to sensor performance. Now right here, so pretty interesting, we've seen this before, is the surface quality analyzing tool. Now of course, if you have the mionix mouse pads like I do, there's sometimes it will go like 90, but this one, which I forgot the name of it, which I'll put the link in the description, which one I got, gives me up to 70% of surface quality. Right next to it, it will be the pointer speed, which that's your window sensitivity. I don't know why it's at 5. I kind of wish they could remove this. Also, you got your liftoff distance, and also you got 3 stages of DPI. Now, keep in mind, just like other mionix products, like your 7,000 nails and your aviator 7,000, and now the castor doesn't have an LED indicator like the nails 8200 that tells you what stage of DPI you at. It's only the only way you can tell is only by feel. Now let's move on to cutter settings. Cutter settings. I don't want to say cutting. Cutter settings. You got options to pick whatever color you want. It'll be one single solid color. Like for example, you want to go red, that'll be red. This will go red. You can have them off, or you can have it select. Pretty much up to you. Like you say you want your scroll wheel to be blue and your mionix logos to be white. You can do that by clicking in this option right here for LED lights. Of course, you got light effects. Of course, you got your breathing, your stoving, which is awesome. And also, you got your color options, and you can even fine tweak more of your color option there also. Macro settings, pretty much simple. We all know what it does. You can program your macro buttons, pretty simple, straight to go. Very awesome. And of course, support again, and you got up to 5 profiles you can really customize it to. Now, my final thoughts, and this is when the issue starts coming. I had problems with the software. The problem is with the software, for some reason, is that the software says is not installed in your OS. It will be like, okay, if I gotta get access to my software, I gotta click on it right here. I don't know why it keeps on doing this, but again, gotta click on it here, and then the mionix software, and then click on it right there, and then boom, it open up. But it'll be sometimes even when once you have it open, it's gonna be at the bottom of your taskbar. But once like it restarts or shuts down, it will not be there. So keep that in mind. But the problem I'm having with it sometimes is that it will sometimes reprogram all my 6 buttons to left click, and also it will change the color back to the, let's say for example, if I left it at this option to leave the lights on as the same color, like red and red, it will go back to red and red, except the way I want it, which is a red scroll wheel and a white LED on the mionix logo. It will go back to like completely red. That's my problems. Is I did email mionix, and they told me that on a way to reflash the firmware is pretty much, if you guys have the same problem, which I will teach you this guide right now, is to hold down your left click, your middle scroll wheel click, and also your right click. Even you have like a friend or family member or yourself, when you hold it down, unplug it and replug it back in. Once you do that, your mionix logo will turn to flashing green. You can go to, the mouse will still work, so you can go to mionix website, download it, reflash the firmware. If that fixes it, you're good to go. But unfortunately, this is why I gotta start knocking down a point. It still gives me the problem, which is kind of sucks. Now there is other ways to get around it. It's not even open up the software, but for me, I like to tweak around, especially in this type of area on the sensor performance. I do like to spend time tweaking, find my sensitivity, adjusting my lift-off distance. I love trying out different things. That's just me by the end of the day. But unfortunately, I'll give this mouse 9.9 out of 10 just because of software. But whoever has this mouse, if now, different story, if the mouse was no issues at all, I give it 10 out of 10 because it is a really good, high quality mouse. Amazing that a small company like mionix, what they can deliver for the PC community, for gamers, what can they really deliver? And really, I'm sorry to say this, even puts this thing into shame, and other peripherals out there to shame, which is awesome. I highly recommend it, but by the end of the day, this is not going to be my go-to mouse. There's a reason why I'm still using the G900, and there's a, that's my reason. Of course, you already know what mouse I'm going to go with next. Is the G403. But honestly, man, don't fall asleep in this mouse, and don't fall asleep in mionix. Because mionix, they always do really amazing things with their products. So I hope you guys like this video, comment, subscribe. Please be safe. Take care. Have a good night. And remember, kids, don't do drugs. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.